What up, Silent J? So Jay, hopefully you can see me and this is working. If not, this is going to be really awkward and hopefully you can hear me as well. You look cold. It is cold. It is freezing in here, man. I don't have my heater in here, so it's going to be chilly. It's like in the 30s today. So Jay, I'm assuming. So, yeah, until then, this is what we got. We're walking around. I'm trying to make sure nobody can see anything they shouldn't be able to see, like the address or anything like that. Awesome. I don't know if there's an audio port on this little 360 thing. Well, HDMI. Huh, I don't know. Brap, what up, sir? Look at my admins up in here real quick. So, Brap, I just told Jay that this thing is going to go live on Patreon. It's scheduled for 9 o'clock. So, at 9 o'clock, everybody will be able to populate this bitch. And we'll be able to see what a 360 stream really does. And I'm cold, so there's that. But at least you guys should be able to follow me around if you wanted to. I'm trying to think of where to move you guys. Or if right there is a good shot. I don't know. One minute we should have a ton of people in here. I can put a broadcast alert. That's pretty cool. Jay, please tell me that you just like scrolled around the entire garage looking for addresses. That'd be impressive, I must say. Very impressive. I don't think there's anything over here though. Pretty sure everything's out of the way. It's only these dang Triumph boxes that I was worried about when I taped them off. Yeah, that's taped. Yeah, we should be fine. Alright, so what I'll do perhaps you know I appreciate it. So the link is now live on Patreon. So hopefully we'll just give this a minute and let everybody populate. And at that point, gosh, see, this is weird because now you guys are over here, but the laptop is here that I'm reading the chat on. So, because like typically I would have to like look at you guys and look slightly down and read the chat, but I can't do that now. Well, maybe what I'll do is. Since this is 360, we'll have to explain to everybody how to use. We'll have to explain to everybody how to use 360. Oh wait, Brad, you're not an admin in here yet. Here, let me change it. All right, Brad, you should be a moderator now in the chat on here. I think. I hope at least. Next time you post, you should have a little blue wrench by your name, which would be cool. Heather will not be joining us this evening because she is sick as shit. She's been sick for like 3 or 4 days now, and I am over here trying desperately not to get sick. Really don't want to spend my radio silence sick. I'm gonna double check this link. I don't even know if people are going to be back from Christmas and stuff today, so we might have a really short stream. Not short stream, but like not a lot of people in here. There we go. People are coming in. What up, everybody? I wanted to put us in front of the bike. Alright, so Jay, you want to be in front of the bike. Okay, I can do that. That is possible. So everybody, this might be very jarring to you people watching. I'm going to move the tripod that the 360 camera's on. I'm going to put you in front of the bike, so just be ready for that. Hold on, I have to move boxes to make sure that the address stays hidden. Okay. Sorry if this is jarring, and I'm sure I'm in a little stitch area. Okay. Boom, boom, boom. Okay. Not too terrible, hopefully. What's going on, everybody? So I'm sorry if that looked, wait, I'm over here. Sorry if that looked crazy abrupt. Oh my God, Vegas. This is so weird because you guys can see everything. So it's such a different perspective than typically, like, I control where you guys look, but I can't control that anymore. You're actually slightly off angle. I'm not going to move it. It doesn't matter. It's 360. So yeah, Heather's not here. We haven't done a live stream in like a while. So it's good to be back. That was actually really smooth. Okay, well, good. Good. Damn, good. Are you serious? Oh, I know why you're not on. Man, that me trying to be cool and hit my little light on just go cry in a corner now. Just kidding, because you could watch me cry into the corner. So Heather's not going to be on the stream. She's sick. We haven't done a stream. We actually haven't closed our lid. I haven't done a stream in like 2 weeks. Good God. First week, we had power issues. And then was Christmas, right? Yeah. So it's been a while. I don't remember what happened on the last build episode on. So what are we on? We're on 9. So we missed 8 and 7. God, we put the whole bike together since the last time we've done a stream. Holy shit. I think we didn't even have the engine in. We didn't even have the frame on last we spoke. So it certainly has been a minute. Okay, stream is live. Yeah, Brad, you guys can do your own angle switching now. So yeah, a lot of things have come along with the bike. Brian has been a giant freaking help in getting the bike to the point that it is. If it wasn't for him, I don't think we would be where we are. Nay, I know we wouldn't be where we are. So Brian has been a huge freaking help. I have almost, I get to show you guys, wait, what time is it? Alright. Somebody remind me, at 9:15, it should be a good time. Got something in the mail, very excited. I'm not talking about those Triumph boxes. I'm talking about for this bike, that's very exciting. I'll wait till 9:15 so I can actually show it off to more people. And that way it gives more people time to come in and stuff like this. Big ups to Brain. Yeah, for sure, absolutely. Brian is doing so awesome of a job. I am so freaking thankful to have contacted him and got him on board with Earth Bike Rebuild. A lot of you guys, I don't know a lot of you guys, but there have been comments on the live streams, not true, comments on the videos that Brian should have, or Brain, should have his own YouTube channel. So I will let you guys know that I am in talks with Brian to start something with him. I'm not going to say any more because I don't want to let the details go. It's a very long process. You probably won't see it for a very long time, but eventually we're going to try to work something out that I think a lot of people will find very valuable. I'll just say that. I don't have a 32 ounce of water. I have a water bottle here because hydration. And I also have this little Sea Boost thing, trying not to get sick. Oh, there is, perhaps you have a good point. There is a longer time period between what I say and what I see from you guys. So, another thing, just forgot. Sheesh. Yeah, so the Brian thing, talk with him. I think it's going to be really cool. It's going to take a lot of work, a lot of time, but I think we're going to be able, me and Brian, to create an asset that is not currently in the market, if that makes sense. Again, all I'm going to say. The brain. All right. What's up next for episode 10? Silent J, good question. I don't know when we're going to film episode 10 because I'm going to be officially on radio silence in like 3 days. So we won't be filming again for a little while. We'll probably film episode 10, but it won't be out until mid to late January. But I think episode 10 is going to be pretty monotonous. It's going to be a lot of wiring harness stuff. It's going to be basically getting the bike totally prepped to get turned on. And ideally, we're going to be able to crank the bike up in episode 10. That is if everything goes really good. If not, episode 11 is going to be get the bike cranked up pretty early on. And that's the plan. That's what we're looking at so far. I feel really confident that we're going to be able to get the bike cranked up by episode 11. Yeah. And at that point, we'll start the aftermarket process, which is pretty cool. If you guys look behind the camera. Also, if you guys have never used 360, I don't know if anybody's asking. So if you guys haven't used 360, if you're on a cell phone, you can move around, and you will be able to look around at the entire garage, the messy disaster that it currently is. If you don't want to get car sick doing that, you can, and you're still on your phone, you can drag around. You can look around the garage. This is part of the new little 360 camera that Yi sent out. And if you're on a desktop, you can either click and scroll, or you can use your arrow keys, and you'll be able to look around the garage. So, should be pretty cool for you guys that are new to this. So yeah, somebody said something about the motor and how like nothing's going to go wrong. The motor worked fine beforehand. I have a lot of faith in Brian and his ability. So, I mean, the biggest part here, you guys can follow me around. The biggest pain in the butt is going to be this guy right here. This little harness area that all this stuff plugs into. This thing is really complicated with all the wiring, but I have a lot of faith that we'll be able to figure it out. I'm not too worried about it. Aftermarket stuff. So I think that's what I was thinking of saying earlier. As far as after we get the bike running, I've got fairings that are getting worked on right now. We got the design figured out. You guys, the fairings. My admins haven't even seen the fairings yet and the intricate details that are going to be in there. But we're going to be getting custom carbon pieces on the fairings. Like a lot of you guys know I work with Monster Fairings. Not work for, but like work with Monster Fairings. They did the fairings on my R6, Holly. They're going to do the fairings for this. And they're going to be introducing carbon fairings. And it's official now. They've got them. And we're going to have carbon pieces on the ZX10, which is going to be really cool. Really excited about that. And as far as other aftermarket stuff, like after we get the bike cranked up, we're going to kind of shift Wreck Bike Rebuild into the aftermarket customization process. And I've got almost all. The 360 camera is cool though. You keep standing in the stitch. Brandon, I should be like this should be non-stitch. I'm looking directly at the lens right now. So in this fun box right here, we have lots of aftermarket parts that are going to be really cool for you guys to check out. I'm really excited to show you guys a lot that I have in there. What time is it? Almost 9:15. I'm excited. Yeah, so somebody said, like non-painted carbon fiber. Yeah, so non-painted carbon fiber, like actual carbon fiber pieces, so that's why it's really exciting. So one of the reasons I'm really excited for the rest of the build, the customization part, not because I know everything of how to do it, because I don't, but I have everything here. So one of the big problems, if you guys watch season 1 of Wreck Rebuild, was a lot of the parts would like take forever to get in. Well, the only hookups, other than my technical ability, moving forward should be randomly finding out a part that I didn't order that I need, how long it takes to get the wheels powder coated and all the other things powder coated that I'm going to send with the wheels. My experience last time with the powder coater guys is that they rocked it out and it didn't take long at all, so I'm not really worried about that. Yeah, I mean there's really not a lot of stuff. There's a couple more things I want to order that I don't have yet, but for the majority I have everything I need. Still gotta wait on tires and still gotta wait on the final word on the exhaust. There's been some weird like stupid shit happen with the exhaust. Hold on, let me read some of this. Eddie's, thanks for watching, man. Oh, hello, everyone. So, yeah, I was going to do one exhaust, contacted the company. They seemed interested in doing some sponsorship stuff. And then that kind of fell through. So then I was going to go buy an exhaust. And then another opportunity came up. So I'm currently waiting on that opportunity to figure out if that's actually going to happen or not. And if it doesn't, I'm just going to have to order the exhaust. That's kind of where we're at with the exhaust situation right now. I'm sitting here thinking, though, and I don't think there's many things other than the exhaust that we don't have. I do have to go get the tank painted. Another cool thing about Monster Fairings is they are actually sending, so with the custom fairings and the carbon fiber pieces they're sending, they understand the situation of like, I'm getting these custom fairings, the bike has a metal tank. They are actually going to be sending me extra paint to give to the painter to use with the tank, so the tank will perfectly color matched with the rest of the bike. It's little details like that that make me continuously use Monster Fairings, because not only are the fairings good, but you know, like they go that extra mile to be like, hey, we see your bike has a metal gas tank because there's not a fairing for it. You know, let's send you the extra paint. Braps, right? The exhaust is the hang up on both series or seasons, which I mean, it is what it is. You can't really do much about it. I don't think the exhaust would have been the hang up for this had it not been for these. Like, if I just had to buy the exhaust, whatever, I would have just bought it. But, you know, it's these, like, I'm trying to make the money go as far as I can and use the channel and try to promote cool companies, because hypothetically, you guys watching this series are interested in rebuilding, and I want to take advantage of that to show you guys cool companies that I like working with. So that adds a different level of complexity, because it's not just like Chase rebuilding a motorcycle. You know, it's Chase learning how to rebuild a motorcycle. You guys kind of getting the tips from the errors I make, or if I end up working with a company that works out really well, I want to let you guys know about that. Like freaking Babbitt's. That website is dope and awesome, and by me working with those guys, got to give you guys 15% off. So I try to do that as much as possible. It does add a level of complexity, though. Silent J, I don't know if Monster Fairings has a WR kit or not. Could be wrong, but I'm not sure. Could be wrong. I didn't answer you at all. I don't know. I would double check. Actually, if they do, let me know, because I think T needs an update. Is the entire tank metal or partially plastic? That's a good question. Let's grab the old one and find out. Holy shit, that's heavy. Oh, this has got to have gas in it. Yeah, it has a lot of gas in it. Tank looks all metal, man. There's a little rubber here, but I think that's aftermarket. Yeah, so it's a full metal tank. God. And it is not light. Or it might be, but there's a lot of gas in that thing. Sheesh. Yeah, so they'll be able to paint the whole tank. As far as customization stuff, what about a small C2W Brake Bike Group logo stitched on the side of the seat like Motonosity is doing? I'm ready to make a badass chair. Yeah, I want to make a chair too. So I don't know what stitching you're talking about with Moto on the side of his seat. That would be cool. My admins and I have often had the conversation of what to do with every wreck bike rebuild bike that makes it a wreck bike rebuild bike. Like only that bike would have that on it. I haven't really found out anything I like a lot. I don't like the idea of a seat thing because you can switch a seat out. I want something that is very subtle and that only you guys and the owner would know where it is. So, like, it would have to be part of the frame, you know, like on the bottom part of the frame is like, I don't know. Still got to think about it. I do want something, and eventually I want to have a thing where every wreck bike rebuild bike has like a little something somewhere, and maybe it's different on every bike, but that would be really cool. It'd be really cool to have something like that. But like I said, if I was going to do something like that, it would have to be on a part of the bike that can't be replaced. I would not want it to be able to be like, you know, if it was on the seat, I'm just going to buy a new seat and call it a day. Or I would even put something on the swing arm, you know, something, I don't know. So the chair thing, laser frame engraving would be cool. See? Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So the seat that we're all talking about, hold on, let me grab it. Oh. So I'm relatively certain that you could make, relatively certain you could make a chair out of that. Anyway, like, you might have to like cut here and cut here so that that's not there, and then put a cushion down, or maybe not. Okay, that's not bad. Actually fit into that. That's pretty cool. I don't know. We're going to take the old frame and I want to make a seat out of it. I don't know how realistic that is. Will that just stay like that? That's pretty cool. That would be awesome. It's kind of like a car seat, like a race seat. What did I miss? Needs more JB weld. Yeah, I know, right? Ooh, aluminum badging. The bezeled one, if you want to post that on the Patreon page, that would be cool. Have like a little stamped badge that like just sits on the frame, and it's like, I don't know how you would attach it. I would have to do some research into it, but that would be really cool. Just have like a little plate made and just kind of, I don't know if you'd weld that or what. Yeah, so I don't know how to do the chair thing. That's going to be a very interesting idea, so we'll see how that works. That's true. There are people that are bigger than me. So maybe to make the chair, I'm going to have to like cut these guys off, cut them off, and then cut that off. I don't know. We'll play around with chair ideas later. We need a subframe for the chair if that can be found. Oh no, so Silent J, we need a plate, and we need to it needs to be a little metal number plate that says WBR number 2. Boom, pop it on there somewhere. I really like that idea. I need to look into people in Atlanta that can do that though. I can show you guys the thing I wanted to show you now. Where's my thing? So, this little box over here, let me make sure the address is towards me. Anybody want guesses on what's in this box? Huh? Obviously I haven't opened it yet, so this is a pretty exciting moment, seeing as how much it cost. Oh. Oh wait, this is like you guys can't even see it. All right, here we go. Ready? That's not necessary. Yes. Look at that. My goodness. Holy shit. Dude, that is freaking... That's the bee's knees right there. So yeah, Olin shock. Because it wasn't necessary on the freaking... Oh wait, we did do a shock. We did do Olin shock on the monster. Shit! Spending money like madmen, y'all. So yep, got an Olin shock, of course. Couldn't put it on a monster and not a freaking ZX-10. Are you kidding me? I gotta figure out how to close this now. Woo! That is a dope looking shock. Holy crap. Just gonna put that there. Wow, I gotta catch up. I want to say look where we started and what we got now. I can't throw together some renderings of the idea I had for the chair. What's in the box is from Triumph. Thomas, I'm not joking at all. I don't know what's in those boxes, and I want to open them on camera because I don't know what's exciting. That's exciting. Done. I'm sure Brian could weld it up. Only needs 2 tack welds on each other side. Damn. It sounds like that's pretty easy then. We do have a Wreck Bike Rebuild logo. Mini Mo's or Bo put it together, and I'm gonna be making edits to it probably tomorrow, and we should have a finalized Wreck Bike Rebuild logo. Hopefully after then, we'll see. And at that point, maybe we can put Wreck Bike Rebuild logo and then the number 2 on it. I don't know. I still need to get the piece of metal made though. Yeah, Daniel, you're right. We got a 90% ready Wreck Bike Rebuild logo that looks cool. And it's pretty simple, and everything works really well with it. Shock! Exclamation mark. Yep, that is our Olin shock, which I don't know how the yellow is going to work with the colors that the fairings are going to be and the accent colors we're going to have on the bike, but we'll get all that figured out. I don't think it's going to be a huge deal either way. I do have some surprises when it comes to the powder coating process that Brain and I have been having. Like, there are some pieces of the bike that are going to be really hard for just a regular guy to powder coat, and I think it would be too much of a hassle for the regular guy to do. But since we've had to take the whole bike apart, I'm going to get to powder coat them, and I think they're going to end up being really freaking cool. I'm excited. trying to think of what else. What else is there to update you guys with as far as Wrecked Bike Rebuild goes? Can't think of anything off the top of my head. If you guys have any questions, make sure to drop them in the comments down below of this thing. If you're not watching on YouTube, you probably can't get to the chat. But in the Patreon post, you can click underneath the description of the post. I put a link directly to YouTube so you guys can go and get it in the chat that way. If you have any questions, drop them in the chat and I will answer them now for that. Stop moving, I have to keep following you. It is pretty cool, right? CC on the RR, I saw that. I saw the thumbnail of Moto's latest build episode. I haven't watched it yet, but I saw that he matched his rear shock with his wheels. I need to do more research to see if that actually is good. Like if that's an okay thing to do. I just can't imagine the spring. I can't imagine it being okay for it to come out and then get powder coated with this coating and then go back into a situation where it's going to have tension on it. I want to do more research on that. What is the 3-leg thing in front of the wall under the rear stand? Oh, this thing? This, I don't know who asked it. This is called a bursage stand. Basically, you get a plate that goes into the side of your motorcycle. You don't get a plate, but you get these two kind of like hole filler type things. They look like a nut, or a socket, sorry. And they just fit into your frame, and they fit these two pieces right here. Pull this up next to your bike. This goes into the bike, and then and it lifts the bike up, and you can just like roll the bike around. I had a bursage plate in the R6. I don't have it for the Triumph, the WBR, or the ZX10, so it just gets left on the side. So yeah, a lot of people are wondering what that was. That's a bike stand. Let's open them. Dan, we got to open the Triumph boxes on video. Which I realize we're on video, but I want to be recording it with a different camera. Oh God, Dan's gonna start. Dan, listen, I don't do peer pressure only because I don't care about peer pressure, so it doesn't work with me. They have to get it painted yellow somehow. CC, they have to get it painted yellow somehow. I don't understand. How do you think they get the yellow on it? Tony K, I don't know. I don't ask these questions. I'm just here to hear. I don't know. They're old ones. They just like shoot magic at it or something. What else? I'm trying to think of what else information I have for you people that I haven't given you. Do you guys feel better than me because you're tall now? I could bring you down to my height, so don't you dare say it. What else? Oh, I didn't even tell you guys. I hope you guys had a fantastic Christmas and holidays and stuff like that. That would be something. I had a fantastic time meeting family, or not meeting family, but it was good to see family and stuff like that and get away for a little while. What's it called? Radio silence is going to be amazing. So excited. The springs usually have a rubberized coating. Good to know. New shirt. Just shoot magic at it, right? It's doable. Powder coating tends to crack. See, Dan, that's one thing I wouldn't want is we'd like powder coat the rear shock, and then the dang thing cracks, like the coating crack. Then what? You know, then it's gonna look like shit. The yellow is a dye that is in the rubber when they make the material for casting the spring. The bezeled one gives us all the info. I like it. What else? I feel like I'm not mentioning something that I need to mention with you guys, and it's annoying me that I can't think of it. Oh, so since we've got a lot more... Wait, you can... Not related to anything, how does a 360 camera see the entire tripod it's on? You won't be able to see the entire tripod, and you can't see the mounting screw. What you see is the quick release plate that I have on. So I have the tripod with a quick release plate at the top, and I have a quick release base at the bottom of the 360 camera, so I can just pop it on there whenever I want. That's what you're seeing. It's magic. Chase just shot magic at it. Just yeah, that's how it's doing that. It's on a... I can't really show you guys, but it's on a really thin tripod. If you guys look down, you can probably see the legs of the tripod, but C2 wizardry. Oh, because it's a W. Oh my God. Bizzled, you're hilarious. So, on the 360 conversation, do you guys that are watching this for the first time prefer 360 or do you prefer a regular camera? Brandon, there's no way that you could see a mounting screw. It's not possible. This is just the front section of the tripod plate. So that's not a mounting screw. Like, literally the mounting screw is underneath the 360 camera, so. We do see the quarter 20 at the top of the plate. Oh, okay, anyway, so it's what I was talking about. You see, wait, you can't even see that. What you see is the, so this thing is a safety plate, like a safety little mechanism to make sure when you screw a camera in, the camera can't wiggle side to side in its plate. Like, this is not a quarter 20. This is just a little metal plate that can be pushed in. That's all that is. The quarter 20 is underneath the 360 camera. Oh, I can see your feet. Oh no! So what's really cool about the 360 camera that I like a lot for live streams, it does a couple things. For one, I know a lot of you guys are familiar, but I have vastly overloaded this garage with power. So typically it will randomly, the whole garage will shut off. But the whole garage will shut off, the overhead lights won't though, because they're in a different power outlet. Here's another thing about 360 camera. If I point up into the ceiling above the garage door, you will see where all of the LED lights converge. That outlet does not get tripped when the bottom outlet gets tripped. The bottom outlet is behind the Triumph boxes, basically behind the couch. So when the power gets tripped here in the garage, all the power goes out for anything ground level, and then the ceiling stays on. So one of the good things about doing this 360 live stream is if all the power in this garage shut off right now, the only thing that would change is the 360 camera that you guys are looking at me on wouldn't be getting charged like it's getting right now. Like, because this is an hour long, I charge it during the build streams. I do the same thing. I have it charging, and that way the battery is non-existent. 360 as long as you're doing things throughout the garage. We can barely see the stitch. I just realized we're not seeing part of the mounting surface. Yep, absolutely. So we can stare at those Triumph boxes and just wonder. Yeah, so I'm not running everything in the garage off of one outlet. The garage door and the LED lights at the top are being ran by one outlet, and everything else is being run off of the other outlet. But keep in mind everything else is a TV that barely ever gets turned on, an LED strip on the back of the table, the computer that's not on all the time, and the 3 LED lights that are over there in the corner, like kind of on the side of the gear rack, and that lamp, and that little LED. Like everything's LED, so I figured it wouldn't be a problem. But I have noticed that when I tell Alexa to turn the garage on, that's typically when it trips. Fun facts. That's a fire hazard. Silent J, don't you tell me what a fire hazard is. What is to be the color scheme of the bike? Tim, good question. I don't remember what the exact gray is called, but it's kind of like a light gray color with neon accents. That's kind of where we're going. Neon accents, carbon fiber accents. Yeah, that should be pretty cool. We're even going to do something with these little yellow guys right here. Can you guys see this? Can you guys see what I'm pointing at? These guys? You need more circuits. Yeah, I know, right? Dewey did it. I'm glad, man. I'm really a big fan of the Yi cameras. If I could get the microphone working really well, I would drop the GoPros in a heartbeat. It's all of a sudden working on YouTube. I don't know what that means, Catfish Moto, but whatever. So yeah, let me know if you guys can see what I'm pointing at right now, because it's kind of in a stitch area for the camera. If you guys could see this, I would be really impressed. No, damn, I didn't figure. Well, gotta try. So one of the things I want to do with this 360 camera is I want to attach it to the Triumph. I have a GoPro mount right in front of the gas tank, and I want to put the 360 camera kind of like my chin-ish level, and I want to go ride up Blood Mountain. I think the view would be fucking dope. I'm excited. And remember, what you guys are seeing, is a streamed version of what the 360 camera is taking in. So imagine what you're seeing, but in way better quality, like way better quality. I think, I know 360 stuff has been done before, but I think it would be really cool. I also, after that test works, the next thing I would want to try to do is figure out a way for the 360 camera to broadcast while I'm going. To do that, all I really need is a Wi-Fi hotspot, like something you can get from like a cell phone carrier. If I had one of those, all you have to do otherwise would be connect to it with the phone and the 360 camera. And if I could figure out a way to get audio into the 360 camera, I could essentially do a 360 live moto vlog with no laptop, no stupid shit attached, like just pure as day. So probably like mid to late 2018, I'm gonna be trying that. Have I personally seen the quality? No, I haven't watched the build stream, which was the first live stream I did with it, so I haven't watched that yet, but I've watched the footage that came off of the actual camera, and it looked pretty solid. You know, like 360 is not 4K, so there's that. But the fact that you can watch everything that happens at, you know, at speed and stuff is pretty cool. Oh, Catfish, you were surprised with that? Cool. Move to your left, and that's the split line. Move to my left? Right here? This should be directly in front of the lens. There should be no split right here. I don't think, at least. Yeah, unless you were talking about my right, where if I'm sitting like right here, I bet you guys can't see much of shit. Yeah, so Thomas the Troll, GoPros don't natively work with Cinemas, but one of the GoPros, I think it was the 4 Black, you could connect that with a backpack that Cine makes, I think, and that's how you could get Cine Bluetooth into your GoPro. I doubt the Fusion will have anything like that, so yeah, if it did, that'd be awesome. You know, Cine to Fusion to hotspot, and you have your motor vlog. Go in front of the center stand. Yeah, this should be the front. This is the front lens, so you guys should be able to see me the clearest right here. So yeah, the future is interesting. Nope, right in front of the wood, there's a line running down the image. Interesting, really? Like, right here? There shouldn't be a line right here. I mean, there might be. That'd be interesting. Huh. I wouldn't be surprised if there was a line, like, over here. Oop, shit. I'm just running into stuff. Damn, there is a line. I'm going to have to watch this after the fact, and I'll be able to see what you guys are talking about. But for right now, that's weird. I guess it's just the way that the camera is having to stitch everything together. I like that you guys are, like, nobody's saying anything consistently in this chat. Chase is a bike senpai? I don't know what that means. Alright, so we're not going to go to the left of the black stand. That seems like to be a troubled spot. Dan, I thought about so if you guys aren't reading the chat, Dan suggested to mount the 360 camera on the top of my helmet. And I don't think that's a good idea. So here's the thing. With a 360 camera, you guys already have way too many options. You can literally look around and see everything. So when you introduce head movement into your movement, hypothetically, your axis is going to get shifted, right? So if the camera is mounted to the bike and you're using your phone to see through the 360 stuff, let's just say I'm watching Dan ride a motorcycle, and he has a 360 camera on his bike mounted to the bike so that my front is the bike front. I can look at the front of the bike. If I do this, I can look at the left side of the bike. If I do this, I can look at the right side of the bike. Now, imagine that you guys are mounted to the top of the helmet. Front is not always going to be front. So if I'm looking front, like, the axis is my head, not the bike. And I think, like, if the rider moves his head to the right, if you wanted to be looking forward, you now have to look, to the right. But then the rider moves his head back straight, and now you're looking this way. So that added axis of movement, I think, would make 360 hard on a helmet. For that reason, I don't think it would be a good use of a 360 camera. So yeah, that's why I think that mounting the 360 camera to the motorcycle would be the best idea, because it's movement. You're still going to be moving through, space, and you're still going to be leaning, but if you want to look to the side of the bike, it's always going to be the side. So that's kind of my mentality. Yeah, so Thomas the Troll, that's a good point. Thomas the Troll said regular GoPro for a helmet and 360 on the handlebars or something like that. Here's a really cool thing about 360. If I record 360, I should have that video clip and I should be able to go back in and grab a view of whatever angle I want. So let's just say the Triumph mentality again. Or let's just say I was doing a first ride on the Triumph and I mounted the 360 camera on the tank. So now I've got shots of the dash, I've got shots of my right hand with the clutch, and I've got shots of my left hand with the brake. Is that right? Clutch, brake, whatever. I have all of those added shots, and I could basically use one shot looking just at the speedo, and from the same camera, I could zoom in, and I could be looking at just a shot of the handlebar on the right side, and so on and so forth. You guys see what I'm talking about. So like having a 360 camera on the bike is a pretty cool, it's a cool idea. I don't know if the quality of this is what I would need it to be for my use. CC on the R, yeah, so ZJ did do a 360 motovlog. I think he did it with the Samsung thing, which is not bad. I don't remember his right now, but from what I do remember of it, it was kind of just like a test. It wasn't really a hardcore motovlog. It wasn't him doing anything specific. And I feel like a 360 camera is best used to capture an experience. And for that reason also, I don't think it would be a good motovlogging camera. Like, if I'm going to do a mountain run or something, it'd be great. You know, I get some good audio. Right part rebuild subject, 10 minutes. Damn, it's 9:50 already. God, we've been talking about 360 cameras for a minute, which is fine. I've told you guys everything about the about Wreck Bike Rebuild. We're caught up. Also, if any of you guys have questions about Wreck Bike Rebuild, please let me know and I'll answer them. Until then, I'm going to continue talking about 360 cameras. So I feel like 360 cameras are really good at capturing the entire experience. I don't think that the audio inside the camera is even close to being good enough. So come springtime, you can bet your butt I'm definitely going to take that 360 camera, a really good microphone, and I'm going to make a really cool 360 video in the mountains. What's really interesting about it is it's one run up the mountain, right? You started at the bottom, you ride to the top, and now somebody has a 360 experience of what it's like riding up the mountain. You put a good audio recorder in the back of your bike to get actually good audio of the wind going by and the bike revving and all this kind of stuff, and you've got what could be a really cool video. So that'll be something I'm going to try later in the year now that I have this little 360 camera. I think the amount of the content I'll be able to make with it is going to be pretty cool. I look forward to trying it out. Is Brian coming back for the next episode? Yeah, Thomas the Troll. Brian is going to be coming back. He next episode will be 10. He's probably going to be here at least through 12, I would say. I don't think he'll be on anymore this season until at the end when I'm getting the bike checked. I'll probably do that at Mountain Motorsports. But he's basically here to help me do these really intense things on the bike, getting the motor out, swapping the frame out, stuff that I wouldn't have even been able to conceive doing without his help. And then once he gets us to the point where the bike is technically running, at that point I'll go into the customization phase and we'll go back to, can Chase do what he needs to do? Does Chase know what the hell he's doing? No, he doesn't. It'll kind of switch back to that for a little while. Brian is, at this point, a really good friend of mine, and he is going to be coming back for more Wreck Bike Rebuilds. He really enjoys the process. I really enjoy his help, and he gets to teach people all this stuff. It's a really cool situation, and I don't see that stopping anytime soon. What kind of battery are you going to put in the bike? My suggestion is a lightweight lithium-ion battery. Arson, if you have... Is your name Arson? I.L. Arson? If you guys have any ideas for batteries, I currently don't have one purchased yet. I do need to be buying one. Drop them in the Patreon page, in the community post section. Go over there and post what good battery options there are for ZX10s, 2017s. I will gladly check out your recommendations and purchase one from there. True story, good point on the bike, not the rider, good call. Dan, you know I got you, bro. I think the split they were talking about is if you are watching a 360 video on a TV, is there a bezels or so? Yeah, Morgan, I don't really know what happens on the television. Yeah, I don't have an answer for that. I don't know what happens if you watch a 360 video on a television. I would assume the control arrow buttons would allow you to move around. I really don't know. Move that phone up and down. I don't think you guys can see my phone sitting on the tripod, but just in case. Put it on the side of the bike and get some good knee dragging footage. Mike, I haven't drug knee on a public road in a very long time. Are you still on pace for 15-ish episodes? The bezeled one, yeah, I believe so. I haven't done the planning for 15 episodes, but I'm relatively confident that we can get there. I'm going through it in my head. We're on 9. Have the bike running by 11. That gives us 3 episodes to put on all the aftermarket stuff. Yeah, 15 is going to be pushing it. It's possible, but a lot of things would have to go really well to get 15 episodes out. Realistically, we're probably looking at 16 to 17. I don't think it would go past or much past 17 because we've got a lot of work done in the last 4 episodes. So, yeah, 17 is probably a high number that it would be. Can you use a gimbal with the 360? It would be awesome for the mountain run. Silent J, that'd be an interesting question. I don't know. In general, yeah, a 360 camera is just a block, and a gimbal holds another block. So, mathematically, yeah, it should work. The issue, though, is you're hindering your view with a 360 camera. You're taking... Turn my phone on mute. You're taking what the camera's... A 360 camera is built to be able to look at anything other than basically straight down, or the mounting point. And if you add a gimbal, you can still look all around, but now you're going to be looking at a gimbal arm doing like this. You know what I mean? So I think that would be hard to get past. But hypothetically, yeah, you could stabilize that. It flattens it out as a static image. Holy shit, Morgan, if that's what it does, then that would look like shit. In that case, 360 is pretty much pointless on television. Now we know. If that's what happens. When was your last track day? Thomas the Troll, another good question. The last time I did a track day was on my R6, and I want to believe that it was between 2 and 3 years ago. Me, mid-shift and downshift all went and did a track day. I think it was just us 3. I could be wrong. I could be forgetting somebody that I felt bad about forgetting. But yeah, I think it was me, mid-shift and downshift. We all went and did a track day, and we had a really good time. It was fun. I really enjoy track days. They just it's just a rough one. it like as far as like you get really exhausted, you have to drive a lot, you have to do a lot of work on the bike to make it track ready, and then you got to be worried like don't go down on the bike. I do want to do a track day on the Daytona though. I think that would be a freaking experience to have. $20 says there's crash protection in one of the Triumph boxes. Thomas the Troll, the only thing I know that's in the Triumph boxes is stuff for the Daytona. Obviously, because that's the only Triumph in the garage. But those boxes are huge. I don't know what's in there. I can't imagine that. I don't even know how there's that many accessories for a Daytona. Huh. I don't know. I would be willing to bet crash protection is in there, which is great because I've been riding with no crash protection this whole time, which is, kind of terrifying. Seeing as though that, I've been riding in really shitty weather, especially today, the video that's coming out tomorrow morning. It was not snowing, but it was 30 degrees today and raining. And I was out riding on the Daytona. Sketchy. Why do you have to cover the headlights and blinkers with tape for track? Thomas the Troll, the reason you do that is because in the situation that you go down, if you go down with your blinkers and your headlights untaped, those things are easily broken. If those things break, glass goes on the track. If glass goes on the track, then suddenly you've got a cleanup issue that's going to be a pain in the ass. So yeah. Well, glad I got here for the 5-minute warning. Oh. Nick, you gotta show up sooner next time, bro. If you crash, it keeps the glass off the track. Yep, there you go. It's 0 and snowing. I'll trade. Yeah, Nick, I'll keep my 30 degrees and raining. Thanks, though. All right, dudes. It's 10 o'clock. It's almost 10 o'clock. That means we're gonna call the live stream over. Hope you guys enjoyed the 360 stream. Make sure to go on Patreon and the post that I put the stream on. Make sure to let me know what you guys thought about the stream. And if there's a lot of comments that you guys like the 360 stream, we'll keep doing that. And if there's not, then maybe we'll just go back to the old stream and we won't do 360 anymore. It's all up to you guys going on there and commenting and letting me know what you guys like. And this is also the last time I'm going to be able to talk with you. Not be able to, but this is the last time I'm going to talk with you guys before Radio Silence. If you guys aren't familiar, Radio Silence is my 2-ish week break I take at the beginning of every year. It's basically my social media cleanse. I'm off Instagram, Twitter, YouTube, everything. I just take some personal time and gets me away from this world that I have to live in, or get to live in 24/7. So, yeah, I will be back third week of January. And at that point, we will get right back into Wreck Bike Rebuild, our weekly live streams and all that kind of stuff, the build streams. Yeah, should be a good time. I'm going to try really hard to make the next build stream streamed from this guy on top of the ceiling, so you guys will be able to watch everything. Got a lot of stuff going on. Should be a good time. Hopefully you guys are looking forward to it. And I appreciate the hell out of you guys' support thus far on Wreck Bike Rebuild. If it wasn't for you guys, we wouldn't be able to do really cool projects like this. I wouldn't be able to do the cool projects down the road that I have planned for. So yeah, I really appreciate you guys a lot. Gonna have another video coming out at the end of the week, kind of wrapping up the entire season, and all that kind of stuff. Should be cool. Anyway, I'm gonna get out of here. I gotta figure out how to do this on the phone because I have to stop you guys from the phone. So we're gonna have an awkward moment real quick where I'm over here just talking. And I hit the stop live button. Got it. Are you sure you want to stop the stream? Yes, I am. Later.